Like most Aussies, Melbourne chippy Piers Smart has watched news of the fires with a heavy heart.
Yeah, it's been really hard to watch. My dad was caught up in the Corryong fires. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
So Piers and his mates came up with a plan.
What I could give was my time, and so I thought, well, maybe if I can get a bit of a crew together.
A Facebook page was started for tradies to offer their services to those who need it.
Mate, I thought 50. Well, I thought 50 max, and all of a sudden, there's 10,000 people on there.
Yep, it's become a big deal.
So our page is called Tradies for Fire Affected Communities, which I know rolls off the tongue just ever so beautifully. Think air tasker for fire relief, really. Our page is just this, this bastion of love and support and hope.
And he wasn't the only tradie desperate to make a difference.
It's devastating to see anyone in this situation. It's heart-wrenching. What do you say, It's just horrible.
Builder Dean Wilcox knows the value of his tools to get the job done, so he had an idea.
I just randomly put out a post on my social media page. I don't have a big following or anything like that. It was just purely just a post to see if we can reach out and get some donated tools. Mate, within 2 days, we had so many tools delivered. I had builders rolling up with thousands of dollars worth of brand new tools opening the back of their utes up for us. It was unbelievable. To buy it all new, I reckon we'd have had 100 grand's worth of tools. It was so overwhelming.
Dean was contacted by Hannah Gilbert from Buchan in Victoria's East. Her family had lost everything.
Their family had gone through hell. Her dad, he tried to stay there and fight. They had no fire support, they had no air wing, they had nothing. They were on their own. He got severely burnt on his hand, and he literally put his hand out to shake our hands, and I seen the pain in his eyes, and he slipped the glove off and his hand was completely burnt. This is their family home, this is their whole life. And that just hit me really hard. As soon as we pulled up there, a lady come up to us, an older lady. She looked at us and she said, "Dean, would you guys have a pair of gloves and a pair of pliers so my husband can start putting his fences back up?" And that, for me, that was all that I wanted to achieve out of this, was just to help the everyday person start their rebuild. Just that little bit of hope, giving them a pair of gloves. Something so little was just everything for us.
For the millions of poor animals hurt this bushfire season, they've got a friend in Michelle from Silkwood in Queensland.
I just thought, what can I do? I'm not there to help, so what can I do? The one thing I knew that I could do is sew.
So she started a sewing club.
Put the call out and had a massive response.
And they came from far and wide.
I did a count on the day and we ended up with around 55 people.
They sewed pouches and mittens to keep koalas and joeys safe.
The pouches ranged from extra small, and then there was joey pouches, as you can tell.
And there were even some tiny models there.
Theodore went round the room just to, quality control. He had to make sure that we were all doing it right. It brought tears to my eyes to think that something that I'd organised had brought that many people in to help.
Oh, and if you're around the Wangan Hall this Sunday, you can lend a hand too.
Between 9 and 12 at the Wangan Hall, by all means, please come and join in.
Oh, and will the Joey models be there?
They will be certainly there.
These guys are fully Sikh, and they're doing their best to ensure
the well-being and prosperity of everyone.
So when the Sikh volunteers first heard about the Gippsland fires in Victoria's East, they sprang into action.
We pretty much just packed the van with our food and we started towards the bushfire area.
Over 16 straight days, they worked tirelessly at relief centres in Bairnsdale and Orbost to feed those in need.
Mostly it's a curry.
Stuffed potato bread, pasta,
veg korma, dal, or these kind of things.
The people over here had liked the food so much that a couple of them said, "Why don't you guys come over and open a shop?" It's awesome, it's awesome.
Long hours, massive efforts, all to lend a hand.
We are getting so many loving comments and appreciations. They are saying you will stay in our hearts forever.
I want to say to the people that once all of these things over, do not just forget about the people who had suffered this. Please do come back in this area with your empty SKs and do camp over here. Try to help these guys, make them realize that we hadn't forget you guys. You're our fellow brothers and sisters, and we are with you all the time, shoulder to shoulder.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? Just the outpouring from all parts of Australia, and no matter what your walk of life, people have found a way to contribute.
I think everybody has wanted to do something and keep doing something because we know that this is far, far, far from over. It's going to last well into the future. But the kindness of the Australian people has been incredible.
Yeah, amazing. Really great story. Time for a break. More project when we come back.